So this decade is the best decade to pursue your career in the VLSI industry, and in India it's going to be skyrocketing. There are many factors we'll discuss in this video, but if you are currently pursuing your BTech or MTech, or you are working with some IT company and you are just confused between switching to IT to VLSI or not, then please stay with me in this video. I'm gonna clear a lot of doubt through this video. So let's get started. Hello new people, so I'm your big brother Rajdeep, currently working with Intel. So if today's topic excites you, then please like this video and help me to reach many more people. And I have an additional reason to like this video, because at the end of this video I'm gonna announce one giveaway for all of you. So please hang till the end. So semiconductor is in the news. If you are following your news, you might be knowing that since the pandemic, every day we are getting some or other news about semiconductor, and this is all because of some bad reason due to the shortage of chip. And this thing actually helped to boost the VLSI, because it's magnified the part that how VLSI chips are indispensable part of our life. We can't live or we can't move to the next decade without the semiconductor chip, and that's why every other country in the world are trying to be self-reliant in semiconductor manufacturing. Many people, and might be you are also, have the thinking that IT industry or the software industry are thriving, but VLSI industry are saturating. But it is a wrong statement. It is like saying I love Dhoni but I hate CSK. So don't you think if Instagram introduce a new feature, won't it require some extra processing power? And for example, anytime you go to shop in last 1 year, 2 year, we are habituated to scan the QR code and make the payment. Also, each month, each year, the camera of your mobile phone, smartphone megapixel is increasing and increasing. So who gonna give you that extra processing power? And the simple and crisp answer is the dense, more efficient VLSI chip. So IT industry is thriving, it's perfect, but it can't do it without the help of VLSI chip. And there are many additional factors which boosting the VLSI industry, and those are like introduction of cryptocurrency, NFTs. Then we are hearing everywhere that like everything has the AI, artificial intelligence, but who will process that artificial intelligence? We need more and more sophisticated VLSI chip for that. If you are not sure, you can check out this NPTEL course. Then we have electronic vehicle which is coming, EV sector, and the automation car. Everything need the chip and only the chip. Then we have 5G, 6G era, IoT devices, and you can't imagine how much they are increasing the demand for VLSI chip. Even in the defense sector, every sophisticated weapon we have, they need the chip. Without the chip, you can't control any present day missile or your fighter jet or anything. And this list can go on for a day, but we don't have that much time, right? So what's special about India? Like why in India it's going to skyrocket? See, have you ever asked to yourself, like in India, any electronics engineer, not any, but maximum of the electronics engineer just never pursue a VLSI career, and they go for the IT or the software job. Why? And mainly because of the 4 reasons, and those are: first of all, he is not sure about his concept or her concept, so he is just leaving behind the electronics concepts. Secondly, probably maximum of industry don't recruit the BTech guy and they prefer MTech guy. Thirdly, maximum of our colleges are in the remote area, so all the VLSI which we have in our India don't want to go to remote colleges and do the placement, so they just do it in the metropolitan city. And fourth reason might be that we don't have many opportunity in VLSI industry as compared to IT industry. So these 4 reasons are true few years before, but in coming year, and this going to get changed. How? Let me explain you. See, in industry, if you compare the VLSI and IT industry, the vacancy versus the opportunity, or the people who are competing for that vacancy, if you find out the ratio for IT industry and VLSI industry, you will find in IT it is more competing. They have lot of vacancy, but the people who are pursuing IT are many large, like many people are there. But in VLSI we have little less vacancy, probably, I don't know, but who are competing for that? Many less people, right? For IT or software, actually all the engineering branch from mechanical, civil, IT, electronics, electrical, civil, everyone going for IT. But for VLSI, we have only EC or EC aligned branches. But from that also many are going to IT industry. So I hope I make the things clear here. In general, you can also see if you open any YouTube channel, how many educational channels are there to motivate or to help IT and software people guy than VLSI. In VLSI might be there are none, but in IT we have all. So from there it is clear that vacancy versus the competition ratio is less in VLSI actually. So one of the point that we don't have opportunity is null and void, and in India we have actually all of the large MNC, any company you name in semiconductor, they have their design house in India. So we have lot of vacancy. The thing which we don't have, it's the skill, because in electronics industry they're gonna recruit you not for namesake, but if you have the skill then only they're gonna recruit you. In IT or software industry, if you are a logical person, they can make you learn the coding or other thing. But in VLSI industry, you need to be a logical person for sure, but you need to know your basic. You need to be crisp and clear with the fundamentals, and then only they will recruit you. Now second point, he or she don't have the concept for VLSI or the electronics. See, nowadays we are having many training institutes. In older days they are not none, but now we have many training institutes and they are supporting a large portion of the VLSI industry for the placement. And there probably another issue is that many, like we feel that many VLSI industry don't recruit the BTech guy directly, and we feel like BTech 4 years, then doing a master another 2 years, so it's a long journey. But hey, nowadays many companies are recruiting directly the VTech guy also. I have many examples and I am thinking to bring one of them to my channel, so stay tuned for that. And hey, just recently AICTC, who handle all the engineering colleges in India, has announced one BTech course in electronics domain specially for the VLSI, because they know that in future we will be having a shortage of VLSI tech people. You can see from this report also, so many companies are recruiting from BTech branches, but as BTech people don't have the qualified skill, because we don't give enough importance to learning our concepts. So that's why AICTC has announced a new course which will focus directly on the VLSI design. This won't be helping you if you are currently pursuing your BTech or you have finished, but hey, this gives us a hint that if we can study right now perfectly, then future is bright, because we have the opportunity. Even if you are considering to switch your job from IT to VLSI, then also in this decade you have the opportunity. And I know many of you might be thinking like, in this decade it is great, but what would happen in next decade? Because we are approaching to the saturation limit of 1 nanometer node by 2027 or 28. But what after that? And that is an interesting question. I will answer that one in some other video, not in this video. And those who are in the inside of VLSI industry, they already know that VLSI in India is growing like a rocket speed. But this thing come into the news by the announcement of Government of India, the 76,000 crore PLI scheme to manufacture chip in India. And you can't imagine how much opportunity this thing will create in India. And also they are spending a lot to have the skilled VLSI engineer for future India. And in just few days from today, we'll be having India's first semicon conference. So these things are only hinting to one thing, and that is in India VLSI industry gonna thrive like IT industry did in last decade. And as a cherry on the cake, if you're following this news, then you might be knowing that maximum of the VLSI company are increasing salary. And why? Because there is a stiff competition, not in our side but in the company's side, to retain or to attract the skilled labor to their company. So as I said in many of my video earlier also, that the only hack you can do to VLSI industry is to clear your concept as much as you can, and also do the practical project. Yes, I am promising you I'll bring the video to help you to choose your project, or how to think about choosing a project which will help you to be in VLSI industry for sure. And yes, it is taking a lot of time because I am little busy nowadays, but I am promising you I'll bring that one. But for that you need to subscribe to my channel. So now is the time for giveaway. To participate in giveaway, what you need to do, only one task, simple task, and that is you need to share any one of my video to any one of this social media with a small 1 or 2 line caption about why you like or hate my content. And please don't forget to add the hashtag whyRD and hashtag VLSI. I will announce the winner in the comment section of this video and also in my LinkedIn account. You can follow me there. And what I am giving away, it is a gift for you, and that is one of my favorite book, and that is the Deep Work. And for all other people, you can have a one-to-one Zoom meeting with me to clear your further doubt. But for that, you need to have an entry to the Google form in the description below, and I'll speak with 10 people out of those entry. So that's all for today, and we'll be continuing our discussion in the comment section. So I would be there in the comment section waiting for you for your more question. Till then, tata, bye bye, and keep smiling.